Twilight Sparkle marries a book. Seriously, Twilight? Now I have seen everything.
And so, my true love, will you marry me? You will? Yes, 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 yes!
What? Princess Twilight Sparkle, are you serious?
Of course I am, Discord! Why wouldn't I be?
Why wouldn't you? Think about what you just asked, and think about what you asked the question to.
I asked the one that I love with all my heart to marry me?
Yes, but Twilight, let this sink into that head of yours. You asked a book to marry you! Even for me! This is too crazy. Now, I bet you're all wondering if Princess Twilight Sparkle has genuinely gone insane, and Equestria needs a new Princess of Friendship ASAP, right? Well, it's my job as the sorely unpaid narrator to fill you in. Hopefully the Lavender Alicorn won't hurt herself as I do. In the library of her castle, Twilight has proposed to her favorite book. He was a green 20-chapter book all about the finer points of writing checklists, perfection, and stressing out. Perfect for Twilight Sparkle. However, Discord, the Lord of Chaos who would be a mess to describe, was present and saw the whole thing. His eyes couldn't believe what they just saw, and he wiped them 3 times. It failed to do anything. Now, why is Discord even in Twilight's castle? Wishing to show that there were no hard feelings about a friendship lesson Discord taught her 2 weeks ago that made her feel left out, Twilight invited him over for a tea party. 2 purple teacups, as well as a pink pitcher full of tea, sat on a table in front of a purple couch. Discord sat on the couch. Celestia helped Twilight, if it makes Fluttershy jealous. But before they even took the first sip of tea, Twilight abruptly felt the need to get onto her knees and propose to her true love, which lay in a chair in front of her. She claimed that a burst of love made her unable to hold back her feelings. Still on her knees, Twilight, with a confused frown, asked,
And what's wrong with what I asked?
I know you love books, but this is taking a love of them to a ridiculous level. Twilight scoffed.
Says the Draconiquist that made it rain chocolate milk for fun.
Discord pointed at Twilight and countered. Okay, 1, I haven't done that in seasons. 2, it's still less crazy than marrying a book. Twilight stood to her hooves and faced Discord.
It's not crazy. Look, I know it's crazy, but Bookie and I love each other.
Discord's crimson pupils changed into question marks, then reverted back to pupils. You said it wasn't crazy, and then you say it is! And Bookie?
Oh, that's just my fiance's name. In fact, I never introduced you to, so I'll do it now.
Twilight pointed a hoof at her fiancé.
Discord, this is Bookie.
Twilight faced Bookie and pointed at Discord.
And Bookie, this is my friend, Discord.
Charmed, Discord said sarcastically. 3 ponies trotted through one of the library's light green double doors. They were Applejack, an orange earth pony, Rarity, a white unicorn, and Rainbow Dash, a Saiyan Pegasus. A 4th pony, a pink earth pony, Pinkie Pie, was accompanying them, but was hopping with each hop creating a spring-like sound. Rarity asked,
Hi, Twilight.
Discord teleported off the couch into the friends walking in. Guys, I am glad to see you. You won't believe what Twilight asked her favorite book. Maybe you could give her a little heart-to-heart? Discord snapped his fingers to materialize 5 sheets of paper, each with a drawing of 2 hearts beside each other. But the paper vanished from existence after a mere second. Pinkie answered.
You mean Bookie, and did he say yes?
With a smile, Twilight answered.
Yes! He said yes!
Discord's mouth dropped to the floor. But Twilight's other friends cheered, ran, and hopped past the speechless Discord, and they surrounded Twilight in the chair still holding Bookie.
Oh, I'm so happy for you, Twilight. I knew that he would say yes.
Pinkie said as she hopped in place. Discord scooped his mouth from the floor, and he just couldn't hide his shock. He expected at least Applejack to lecture Twilight and talk her out of her absurd idea. Wait, you guys aren't going to stop her? She wants to marry a book! Pinkie stopped hopping, and all eyes went to Discord. Applejack rubbed her head with a puzzled frown.
Why would we?
Rarity explained.
Yes, Twilight's book sexual, so of course she would fall in love with a book eventually. She just needed to find the one.
Discord stuttered. What? Well, yeah. But. Already bored of Discord stuttering, Applejack asked.
When's the wedding, Twa? 6 months? 1 year?
Rainbow asked.
1 week?
Pinky asked as well. Twilight cheerfully answered.
It'll be in 5 minutes.
5 minutes. Discord's face exploded in a cartoony way. His mind was literally blown. But after a mere second, his head popped back into existence, and Twilight wanted her wedding with a book. And in 5 minutes. With how Twilight plans things, you'd think she would require a minimum of 5 years to plan enough to make her wedding perfect. Yet Twilight's other friends weren't surprised. Twilight can be patient about things that she wants, but for things she really wants, patience is not her go-to choice.
Hey, it works for us,
Pinky said while spreading her forelegs in a whatever motion. Discord teleported back onto the couch, onto his back, and materialized an ice pack, which he sat on his head. The craziness of the situation was overloading his chaotic nature. He even needed to remember the mental exercises he utilized to stay semi-sane during the 1,000 years he was a motionless statue. I am surrounded by idiots, Discord muttered, even though he wasn't actually surrounded. At least things can't get any weirder. Unless a little birdie inexplicably tells a super powerful dictator to come join the wedding. A little black bird popped into existence for a second beside Discord's head, then vanished. As if fate wanted to punish Discord for tempting it, a violet unicorn peeked her head into the library inexplicably. She was Starlight Glimmer, a super powerful dictator. In an unusually friendly, almost meek voice, Starlight said,
Hey, a little birdie speaking Ponish told me that Princess Twilight is about to get married.
All in the room turned to Starlight's direction. Their eyes widened, and their friends tackled Starlight to the floor, and Twilight cast a knockout spell to render her unconscious. The friends weren't going to risk Starlight stealing their cutie marks as revenge for ruining her scheme for equality not long ago. That is, because of the alicorn-level magic Starlight has, you think they would consider jumping and KOing her in a preemptive strike. Wrong-o. Instead, they stared at Starlight with baffled frowns. Rainbow Dash spread out her wings and questioned.
Starlight Glimmer? What are you doing here? And if you're here to take our cutie marks and what makes us special, can you just try it some other time?
Twilight asked in a surprisingly normal voice.
I'm about to have a wedding, so our magical duel for the ages can happen once I'm Princess Twilight Bookie.
Starlight walked into the room with a non-threatening frown.
I know, and I can agree that our epic fight can wait, so I'm here to help out. You and I aren't pure evil, so I wouldn't break the Philly code and ruin your wedding day, Princess Twilight.
The friends stared at Starlight for another 3 seconds.
Well, that's fine by me,
Twilight finally said while shrugging her shoulders. Everything was going better and better for her.
If you want, you can help prepare the library for my wedding. On it.
Starlight's horn glowed with a turquoise light. A stand holding a 7-tier wedding cake covered in white icing materialized by one of the library's bookshelves. Boxes covered with wrapping paper of green, blue, yellow, and white, each with a bow on top, also popped into existence onto the floor near the cake's stands. Pinkie Pie smiled at Starlight but was debating kicking her flank to the moon for performing her job, but decided to send Fluttershy after her later. Pinkie knew that Fluttershy would later be furious about something and thus would need something to hit. Hard. Repeatedly. Twilight turned her head to the cake, the gifts, and grinned. She couldn't wait to open the boxes, with no concern that a trap might be in them.
Huh. Not bad, Starlight. If Equestria survives our battle, maybe I'll name you my student. I could use a rival in magic, and I told you before, you can just call me Twilight. Thank you, Twilight, and after I kick your flank and have my revenge, I'll think about your offer.
Starlight answered.
And when you two fight, I have 300 bits on Twilight.
Pinkie said.
And I'll bring the popcorn for the rest of us to eat when you go at it.
Rainbow added.
So, what's next?
Applejack asked. Throwing his ice pack to the floor, Discord groaned and said, What's next? This is just getting silly. Seriously, Twilight wants to marry a book! You ponies know that I live for stuff not to make sense, but this is
This is too much. We should take Twilight...
Discord snapped his fingers and materialized a bag with a first aid sign on it.
To a hospital before she hurts herself.
With another snap of his fingers, the bag with a first aid sign vanished. Rainbow Dash gasped and smiled mischievously. In a voice filled with understanding, she said,
Oh, I know what's wrong. What?
Discord asked. With a smirk, Pinky replied,
You missed your chance, so now you're jealous.
Discord's eyes grew to 3 times their normal size. Now his friends thought he was jealous.
What? Me, jealous?
Rarity said,
Oh, come now, Discord. We all know you're madly in love with Twilight. Why else would you single her out to teach friendship lessons to?
Pinky added,
It's always Twilight when it comes to your lessons.
Discord pointed a finger at Twilight.
Okay, I am not in love with her. I'm just helping Twilight grow into a wise, strong, benevolent princess that could rule Equestria someday. You'll believe me, right?
Sounds of crickets chirping. Discord complained.
It's not even nighttime! How is that even...
Applejack interrupted.
Now, Discord, remember what you taught Twilight? There's nothing wrong with feeling jealous.
Starlight walked to the couch holding Discord with a shockingly sympathetic frown.
Discord, I know you don't want to give up your pride and confess, but it's not healthy to never let things go. You must do it so you can admit your true feelings.
The part about
never let things go
might be the single most ironic thing that unicorn known as Starlight Glimmer will ever say in her life. She's not wrong about it, though.
I can let things go, and I'm not jealous!
Discord protested while levitating off the couch, crossed his arms, but remained in midair. Twilight sighed, then smiled.
Okay, Discord, I'll tell you what. I will marry you too. Bookie won't mind.
Discord's eyes grew 4 times in size. His mouth dropped not to the floor but through it. Twilight's horn glowed magenta. The hole in the floor of her library vanished, making the floor good as new, and Discord's mouth was back in its normal position.
In fact, I'll be honest with you, Discord. I'm not 100% book sexual, and I've been playing hard to get since you reformed, but you missed my signs, so I'm done waiting. So just shut up and take my kiss, so you, Bookie, and I can get married.
With a flirtatious smile, Twilight walked towards Discord, who retreated from her at the same speed as her steps. He wore a frown oozing a mix of fear and confusion. If he had known Princess Twilight Sparkle would act like this, he would have stayed in his chaotic realm. Or at least not near her.
Are you in heat or something, Twilight Sparkle? Keep your lips away from me!
Still backing away, Discord bumped into one of the bookshelves lining the walls of the library, forcing 3 to fall on his head and several others to fall onto the floor. Twilight continued to advance and her smile deepened.
No, I'm out of here, you crazy ponies! Discord out!
Discord snapped his fingers and teleported out of the castle. He had seen everything now. However, 3 seconds after Discord fled, the library was filled with thunderous laughter.
Oh, did you just see that? Did you guys see his face?
Pinky asked. Rainbow wiped the tears from her eyes.
Keep your lips away from me, he said. Oh, that was too rich.
Holding her chest, Applejack said,
Discord might never come near Twilight again after how bad she freaked him out. He looked like he ate a barrel full of rotten apples. And it serves him right for trying to make her feel left out the other day,
Rarity said in a more serious tone. When the laughing calmed down, Applejack in a remorseful voice said,
And again, we're really sorry we made you feel like that, Twi. Oh, it's alright. I know you guys would never make me feel bad on purpose, but knowing Discord, he'll figure out the truth on his own and come back to pick on me again in a week. Yeah, Discord might be a pest, but he's our pest, and things are, well, they're interesting when he's around,
Rainbow admitted. Sensing something was amiss, Pinky turned her head back and forth to look around.
Guys, where did Starlight go?
The others repeated what Pinky did, but none saw any sign of Starlight, though her gifts and cake remained.
In fact, who invited her to help with our prank?
Rarity asked. Every pony looked to each other, all saying that it wasn't their idea for Starlight to come.
Weird. If no pony asked her to come, then why was she here?
Rainbow asked.
Maybe she came searching for information on our weaknesses to use against us?
Twilight formed a fearful frown and gulped.
But, guys, there's something more important to worry about. What will I do about Fluttershy? She's the kindest pony ever, but you know what she'll be like when she gets really mad.
Rarity gasped and set a hoof on her cheek.
Oh, that's right. Discord's probably running to her right now. If he tells Fluttershy that you proposed to him, jealousy will make her lose it and come tear you apart, Twilight!
But Pinkie had already formed a plan to prevent Twilight from potentially losing her alicorn wings painfully. In a nonchalant voice, she explained,
Oh, we can tell Fluttershy that our prank was Starlight's idea, and not Twilight's.
Rainbow smiled.
Oh, that's perfect. Hopefully Fluttershy won't hurt her too much, or at least she'd tire herself out to look for Starlight, forget the whole thing, and later befriend her without a second thought if Starlight ever reforms.
The others also agreed with Pinkie Pie's idea, and the friends resumed laughing.